Little RT is the person we're talking about today. The Little RT experiment failed by XCX supremacy. Essentially, we could say that a lot of the things that happen in the Black community are CIA experiments, right? The government is just doing this. And calling Little RT an experiment is actually hilarious. They got him to go viral at such a young age off of a song. What did they expect a 10-year-old to do, right? He's 10. He can't keep rapping about the same thing, right? So what do they really expect bro to do? But I'm gonna get us into this video.
So on my last video, I briefly and very briefly spoke about how Lil RT needs a whooping. What a way to start this video. Anyway, when I said that Lil RT needs a whooping, I realized I was wrong. It's not even that he needs a whooping. He needs a better environment. Before even getting into this topic though, let me explain very quickly for those of you who are none the wiser. Lil RT is a quote unquote rapper that went viral over a video of him doing a freestyle. By the way, right, let me go ahead and mention this. This kid is...
And we know for a fact that this freestyle was definitely more so someone writing this for him, and they set him up to do this. He probably really does have an interest in music, probably does really have an interest in rap. Let's be fair, little kids like what they see, they like what they think is cool. So if he was around a bunch of YouTubers and thought that was cool, he would want to be a YouTuber. He was about a bunch of people that are rapping and trapping, and that's what they're showing him. Of course, he's gonna think that's cool. So we can't even fault Little RT for that because bro is a child, right? So
a whole child. Lil RT then went on Kaisenat's stream, made some songs with some virality to them, and I'm not gonna knock the grind for a 9-year-old. I want to talk about the entire issue I actually have with Lil RT, not the kid himself, but the ideology of a 9-year-old talking about, if she ain't sucking dick, little bitch, you can get the fuck up out my shit.
Okay, he's right. He's right. He's right. He's right. No 9-year-old should be saying anything like that. Let's keep that shit up, man, right? No 9-year-old should be on that type of timing. And we could agree. We could agree that no 9-year-old should be on that kind of timing. And the fact that he was allowed to get away with this type of behavior for such a long time really does let you know exactly what you need to know, right? Let's get back to the video, man.
You dumbass niggas say, oh, well, he acts like this because he's from the hood, right? You're an idiot, first of all. Second of all, like, he's 9. He's still in that age where his environment can reform him. So it's...
And then a lot of the YouTubers who also decided to bring him onto their platform, also those kind of YouTubers, right? And like, look, I'm gonna say it, bro. Watching a smash or pass video, it's entertaining to see people be toxic. It's entertaining to see people be wild and dramatic and do dumb shit online. We don't even have to like pretend that it's not. We know for a fact that it's entertaining, right? But it's a little bit different when you take a 9-year-old, kind of force him into all of it. And maybe not force, maybe he's interested in the fame, the clout, because he's 9, he doesn't know any better, right? But I think that like calling this an experiment is fair because they were maybe like, oh, maybe we can just get bro to go viral and we'll be rich. And it kind of worked. He went viral as a 9-year-old. He got some social media fame. He's made some songs that went viral that people definitely talked about. But it's like, now, what is he gonna do with his future? What if he decides like, I don't want to talk about this topic as a teen. Maybe I want to do this. Maybe I want to pursue some art. Maybe I want to like, you never know. He could literally be interested in something completely different. And they kind of already put him on a path that may not be the best path for him.
Age-old argument of, oh, he's just a product of his environment, because I'm not saying I'm a street nigga or whatever, but I do not come from a very good place. I'll just say that, right? And I'm very educated. I'm not a street nigga. Let me say that again.
And again, that's fair and valid. You could be from the hood and still have learned and took your time to educate yourself and transform yourself into the individual you wanted to be. But with this case with Lil RT, it seems like he might not even get the opportunity to become what he wants to be. He's becoming what everyone else around him wants him to be.
This is really no excuse. It's no excuse at all. I know people are gonna call me a quote unquote hater for this video too. I'm ready for it, but just listen to what I'm saying before you feel like I'm just hating on this kid's career, right? See, I have a little brother myself who is 10 years old. I could not imagine him saying the things that this kid is saying. My mom would probably murder him. My thing is that, why are we okay with letting a little kid talk about getting his meat sucked and not immediately condemning it? And I don't want to hear no bull.
And that's, yo, you can't even make that shit up, bro. You can't even make that shit up, bro, because he's correct. Like, he's correct. He's correct. He's actually correct. Why is that a thing? All right, because in any other circumstance, you wouldn't want a 9-year-old boy or girl talking about these topics as a parent, as a brother, as a sister, as a aunt, uncle, as a niece, nephew, any of that. You wouldn't want a 9-year-old talking about any of that kind of stuff, or really being heavily exposed to that kind of stuff if you yourself could prevent it. So that question does really make a lot of sense. Like, why is it okay for him? And then even when they put him on all the pop the balloons and find your mom love, like, I know it was a money bag run. It was a bag run. For sure it was a bag run. But what and how is that going to ultimately affect bro when he becomes older? How's it going to affect him?
Bullshit about, oh,
bro, I'm so not used to switching the camera back and forth like this.
oh, it's just music. He's not actually getting his meat sucked. Because to combat that, I would say this. Imagine some little girl gets on some beat, starts rapping, and she says, you know what? No, I'm not even.
And that goes to show you, though, right? Like what I said. What did I just say? What did I say? It's literally that simple.
Gonna elaborate, but just imagine those type of lyrics coming out of a little girl's mouth talking about her private area. How do you think the public would react to that? Stupid fucking double standards.
And he's not wrong. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. It is a double standard very easily. And people would be outraged at that. They would be outraged. What are you turning her into? What are you turning him into? What are you turning bro into? Bro could have just been a 9-year-old who liked music, and you could have gave him the time to develop and make music that was suitable for him. And I even have a segue, right? We're gonna talk about Aubrey Graham, Drake. We're gonna talk about his son, right? His son like did a little feature on one of his songs, right? And people were like, "That's Drake's son." Bro was like, what, 6 or 7? That's how a 6 or 7-year-old should be rapping, on some goofy shit like that. And I'm bringing him up because I think he was making music around the same time Drake dropped that album where his son was on the verse, right? That's how a 6-year-old should say, my man, that's my dad, my man. You feel me? That's how he should be rapping, some shit like that. It shouldn't be some, that little bit, she on my dick. Whoa, dude, you're not. No one should be on that at all. You should literally not be participating in that type of activity or even mentioning it realistically.
I have so many things to hit in this video, but I'm not gonna make it super long. This just infuriates me a lot. Let me not get ahead of myself though. Lil RT is not the first child to say extremely vulgar things on a rap song. I get that. In fact, if you remember Quaddy Goon, he was one of the first few kids doing this viral thing of saying crazy stuff over a song. For those
don't remember this guy at all. I don't think I heard any of the stuff he was doing. So I didn't even know there was a template. Y'all think the CIA set up this template so that little Artika, like this dude walks, so little Artika run? Maybe that's really what was going on here.
Of you who don't remember Quaddy Goon, he was the kid in this video.
She coming through, she sucking dick. Suck my dick so good, I'm like, goddamn, you dirty bitch.
Goddamn you, yo. Goddamn you, dirty. Yo, okay. I have heard that. We all have probably heard that. God damn, you dirty bean, you dirty bean. That's crazy, bro. That was a kid. I didn't know that. I actually did not know that. The more you learn, the more you fucking learn, dude.
So it's like, it's not like we haven't seen this before, because even back then, Quaddy Goon was getting criticized, but it's like, why do we keep looking at the kid? Let's look around the kid, because that's where the true problem lies. I don't care if my little brother wanted to rap, but what you not finna do is rap about getting your little meat sucked. I'm not going for that, me personally. So then we wrap back to Lil RT, because the reason I'm even making this video is that I saw a video of Lil RT smacking some ass in a club, and the woman was shaking ass in front of him. I'm not gonna show the video, but it ain't that hard to find.
Now, I want you to think about the implications of that. Now, imagine if that was a situation that was in reverse, right? If that situation was in reverse, that shit would have been, whoever would have been in that motherfucking environment would have been cooked. There would have been no, oh, it's just a little black boy, don't worry about it. No, that shit would have been cooked. If that situation would have been in reverse and that shit was online, that shit would have been so cooked, man.
I was not about to put a video of a grown-ass woman shaking her damn near bare ass in a little kid's face, bro. Like, I'm good. At this point, now I'm looking around Lil RT like, why the fuck are y'all allowing this type of shit to transpire? Why can't this kid be a kid? I'll tell you why. Because it ain't that he wants to act like this. Can y'all please remember that this kid is 9 years old? His brain is nowhere near fully developed. I don't remember a fucking thing from being 9 years old. Like, maybe Call of Duty? I don't know. No, I don't remember anything about being 9. This kid is really acting this way because of the adults that are around him. Like a stripper, bro? Like, bro, what the actual fuck? This shit is not cute. It's weird as hell, actually. How is this even legal? Because like,
And the whole thing is, like I had said earlier, dude, like this would really get you cooked. I think if the roles were reversed, I think this shit would just cook you. Yeah, because like ultimately, this is a child. He doesn't know what he wants fully. He's still growing and developing. All these things could harm him mentally. And I'll be fair, the money probably has brought him out of whatever situation he was previously into a much better situation. But we also don't know that. Right? Well, I don't know. I don't know that. I don't know that. I'm just speaking, you know? But it could also really boil down to like if this is what the parents and the family members around him are okay with, and they think it's the meal ticket on the bag, then they're gonna use bro as a meal ticket on a bag instead of seeing them as his son. Their son, he turned into Lil RT bag chaser, you know. And for some people, that's really just how they live their life. Everything's an opportunity to make money.
I'm very certain you have to be 21 to get into that building. So how the fuck is a Lil RT surrounded by strippers? Make it make sense. I'm pretty sure there was a bar in the background. I'm losing my mind over this shit, bro. It's literally never okay for adults to do anything around a child. Don't we condemn underground rappers for that literally every month? You know, I'm gonna keep playing that reverse card if you want to be a weirdo in the comments and defend this shit. Like, oh, he's lit. He's fucking 9. And if a 9-year-old girl had a man,
oh, he's lit. If anyone is saying, okay, the songs were catchy, the beats were catchy, da 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 da, we know he didn't write that shit himself, right? But to say that you're a grown ass man saying that a 9-year-old is lit because of that. Bro, sometimes I just feel like it'd be my people, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Because there's child musicians and child stars from all over the place, and they make music that fits their age and genre, and it can still be popular. But if a 9-year-old kid tried to become a rapper, I think it would be really hard to become popular in that space unless you were gonna make music that was like Kanye West-esque, and their brain probably isn't developed enough to do that, right? Like, this shit is just wicked out here, man. But I really want you guys to let me know what you think, right? Let me know what you think. And also, shameless begging, hit the like button and subscribe. Let me know what vibes y'all are really into, and let me know what vibes y'all are really into.
and shaking his junk in her face, that man would already be in jail getting his shit kicked in as we speak. But nah,
Valid.
this is fine, right?
Valid,
Make it
that's
make
facts.
sense. Let's go back to his music though. This little nigga can't even read past middle school level, but he's over here talking about some damn, I'ma kill they ass, boy you kept running, we gon' walk him down. We gon' take him out his shoes, I'ma sign a deal, get my mama out this fucking hood. First of all, that doesn't even rhyme. And second of all, why does this nigga understand the ideology of helping his mother out of a bad situation at 9 years old? You really want to know why? Because he actually doesn't. He's not writing these dumbass lyrics. Someone
Bro, I literally just said he wasn't writing the lyrics too, right? Like, it's ultimately what it does boil down to. His family members are really controlling everything he's doing. They're making sure that bro doesn't get the opportunity to develop normally because they saw the money signs, they saw the cash grab, and we're gonna call it a cash grab. They saw the cash grab, they saw the cash cow. They said, we gotta lock it in. Lil RT gonna take us to the next level. Bro is 9. Even if you cultivated that level of success, even if you cultivated that level of success with him at that age, what were the long-term plans that you were going to make for that? What were the long-term implications? What were going to be the things that would like actually keep him solid and grounded? Because I think it would really be hard to keep a 9-year-old solid and grounded with all that fame, all that attention, and everybody in their face really like yelling and screaming, little RT, and then taking bro to the strip club. Like, you still got to have some morals about yourself when you're moving in certain scenarios and situations. And I think the people that are raising him probably just don't care. They just care about the bag, dude. That's pretty much it.
else is. They're
It's
making
pretty
him
sad
say
to
these
see.
wild things and do these wild things because of money. The money that's coming along with it, I'm sure it's immaculate right now. But my concern is, who is in this kid's ear telling him that none of this shit is actually cool? I'm willing to bet no one. I'm just hoping that he has some form of stability in his life, like education,
That's fair.
spending time with other children to develop your own personality, and not what these adults around him are pushing on him. Because at this rate, you're raising him to be a literal crash dummy. I don't understand how y'all are getting entertainment out of any of this either. It's honestly insane. There's a video of him smacking some girl girl's ass and all the grown ass men around him are just laughing at it. I mean, oh my God. This is my thing. I'm not envious of this kid at all. It's really about the fact that his brain is in the process of development and they've got this kid talking about and doing some very vile stuff. Like I said earlier, when I was 9, all I can remember was playing Modern Warfare 2 or Uncharted or something.
And that's the thing though, these days, because of social media and how easy it is to access the internet and all that shit, some people only care about clout, money, and fame. And he's 9. We know he's not in control of the destination or the journey, right? So his people saw an opportunity to exploit online and then they started exploiting it and it worked. And I don't think anyone is like hating, or maybe they are, I don't know. Personally, I'm not hating on bro's successor or whatever he's doing. I think it would be cool if he could develop the way he needs to and deserves to. But also, we're not in his house. We don't know what his parents are doing behind the scenes realistically. So this is just all speculation based off what we can see on the outside, right? And if we're gonna keep it a band, bro's just, yeah, I don't know. But I want you guys to let me know what you really think about this. Do you think this was a CIA experiment, a conspiracy theory to ruin young black children's lives? Or do you think he just has parents who only care about money and they're using him and exploiting him to make that money? And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. You guys already know what time it is though. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe, and you feel me? Like, yeah, come on.